Respected Marshal Kim Jong-un, first Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, first Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, visited the Daesungsan General Hospital, which is being built by the People's Army. He was accompanied by Chae Yong-nim, Chae Ryong-hae, and other senior officials of the party, state, and army. The Daesungsan General Hospital project is nearing completion, thanks to the devoted efforts of the soldier builders who have turned out as one in the implementation of the tasks outlined in the New Year address of Marshal Kim Jong-un. The hospital under construction at the personal proposal of fatherly General Kim Jong-il and under the scrupulous guidance of Kim Jong-un is another kind gift to be given to the soldiers of the People's Army by the party. In order to build the hospital on the highest level, Marshal Kim Jong-un dispatched the Unit 4 to 6 of the Korean People's Army, which has performed feats in the West Sea barrage and other important projects, visited the construction site many a time and indicated clear orientation and ways of the project, and kindly resolved the problems arising in the construction. The hospital with 3 wards covers an area of more than 100,000 square meters. The hospital has a laboratory, Röntgen department, endoscopic department, CT department, and general operation theater, and all other conditions necessary for treatment and vivification of patients. After being briefed before a general guide map, Marshal Kim Jong-un looked round different places for a long time and acquainted himself in detail with the progress of the construction. Before a fine art work of beaming fatherly General Kim Jong-il in the Central Hall, respected Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un warmly said, the Daesungsan General Hospital could be built thanks to the great love of General Kim Jong-il, who gave everything to the soldiers, sparing nothing for them. Reaching the pharmacy past the Central Hall, he read the plate pharmacy and said it would be good to have international common name along with Korean name. Walking along the corridor, he stressed the need to display visual aids introducing medical knowledge of the department concerned on the walls and lay chairs there. At the endoscopic department and laboratory, he understood the specifications and installation of the facilities. In the operation theater, he said it would be good to fix plastic plates in the theater, and in the intensive treatment room, he asked if there is real-time monitoring system and expressed satisfaction, saying that it is excellent. Looking round different operation rooms, he asked if the rooms are perfectly germ and dust-free, and in the inpatient room, he said it has been well furnished in a calm and clean way so that patients should not feel any inconvenience. Respected Kim Jong-un said this year a children's hospital, dental hospital, and function restoration center will be built in the heart of Pyongyang, and drawing on the good experiences got in the building of the Daesungsan General Hospital, they should be built excellently without any shortcomings. He said, while concluding the construction of the hospital, a pavilion should be built and trees planted to create recreation space for the patients to stroll and to give perfect appearance as a hospital. Marshal Kim Jong-un stressed the need to manage the Daesungsan General Hospital well, as it is warmly associated with the love and care of the party, and said the Cabinet, the Ministry of Public Health, and other institutions concerned should take full measures necessary for the normal operation of the hospital. He also mentioned the necessity to make a new improvement in public health by further increasing the scientific and informational level of medicine. Saying that he had looked round the Daesungsan General Hospital with satisfaction, Marshal Kim Jong-un gave thanks to Unit 4 to 6 of the Korean People's Army building the hospital and made a kind promise to come again when the project is finished. Respected Kim Jong-un received messages and letters from different countries on the occasion of the first anniversary of the demise of the great leader Kim Jong-il. He received them from the Central Committee of the Palestine Liberation Front, the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Nepal Communist Party Marxist-Leninist, the General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Syria, and other foreign party leaders. He also received messages and letters from the Director General of the International Institute of the Juche Idea, who is Secretary General of the International Kim Il-sung Prize Council and International Kim Jong-il Prize Council, and high-ranking figures of political, social, military, and economic circles of different countries, including China, Russia, Nepal, Lebanon, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Mongolia, and representatives of international organizations, Juche Idea study organizations, and organizations for supporting Korea's reunification and friendship. In the messages and letters, they paid highest respects to Kim Jong-il on the occasion of the first anniversary of his demise, and expressed the belief that the Korean people would achieve a greater success in the building of a thriving nation and in the struggle for national reunification under the guidance of Kim Jong-un, holding higher the banner of great Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism. The Central Committee of the People's Party of Cambodia and the chairman of the Communist Party of Denmark sent messages to the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea. The Russian internet homepages and newspapers reported a New Year address of respected Kim Jong-un on the 9th and the 12th. The internet homepage of the Northern Caucasian Regional Organization of the All-Union Communist Party of Bolsheviks of Russia, an internet newspaper Best Today, posted a full text of New Year address, illustrated with photo of Kim Jong-un making the New Year address, and internet homepage of the Young Communist League of Russia and the newspaper DB Reklama carried the full text and gist of the New Year address. Seminars and reading sessions on the New Year address of respected Kim Jong-un were recently held in the Bulgarian Group for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, and the Association for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, and the Youth Group for the Study of the Juche Idea in Democratic Congo. The speakers said the New Year address of Kim Jong-un is giving conviction of victory and courage to the Korean people and the progressive humankind aspiring after independence. The future of Korea is bright forever under another distinguished leader, and nobody in the world can challenge the Korean people advancing under the guidance of Kim Jong-un. They stressed that the ardent followers of the Juche Idea and Sungun Idea will arm themselves more firmly with great Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism, and send full support and solidarity to the struggle of the Korean people to carry out the tasks outlined in the New Year address of Kim Jong-un. Far East Regional Association for the Study of Kim Il-sungism, Kim Jong-ilism of Russia and the Nigeria-Korea Friendship Association made public statements, and the head of the Juche Idea Study Group, who is chairman of the Central Council of the People Unity Kyrgyz El Republican Political Party, a press statement in support of the New Year address of respected Kim Jong-un. The statements noted that the energetic activities of Kim Jong-un and the creative efforts of the Korean people are focusing deep attention of the world, and powerful Korea will make active efforts for world peace and friendship. The Sepo tableland is being turned into a large-scale stock-breeding center in Korea. The Korean People's Army soldiers and the shock brigaders of ministries, national institutions and provinces plowed thousands of hectares of land and dug more than 75,000 holes to plant trees for windbreak in recent 20-plus days. Thanks to the indomitable efforts of the builders, about 100,000 tons of different kinds of materials to improve soil have been secured, including tens of thousands tons of peat and manure, thousands of tons of slaked lime and carbide, despite the unfavorable winter conditions. They also plowed a vast area of the tableland, rapidly promoting the reclamation. The 8th Corps of the South Korean Army announced a plan to conduct an offensive exercise in the Ryongdong area of South Korean Gangwon province from January 21st. The Warhawks say the military exercise ending February 1st is aimed at enhancing the capabilities to implement winter combat tasks and scheme to mobilize huge armed forces, including numerous troops and striking means. Core members of the 67 trade unions under the South Korean Confederation of Trade Unions and Workers staged a protest action in Seoul on the 16th, in demand of solution of labor issues, such as abolition of layoff and part-time jobs and an end to destruction of trade unions. The speakers at the press conference said the 5 years of Lee Myung-bak regime was tearful 5 years of firing, detention and suppression, and announced that if the authorities ignore the solution of the labor issues, they would wage a second and third struggle more intensively. After the press conference, the workers went on a sit-in there. The South Korean organization Joint Action for Release of Prisoners of Conscience held a press conference in Seoul on the 16th and denounced the traitors for their attempted special pardon to set free the relatives and close associates detained on charge of irregularities and corruption. The Daily Rodong Sinmun on Sunday ran a commentary under the title, "The Ghost of Cold War Should Disappear from the Korean Peninsula." Air of new Cold War is flowing in Northeast Asia, including the Korean Peninsula, which is the hottest spot in the world, the commentary said and continued. The United States schemes to establish a multinational military organization which can encircle and control their potential enemies in the Asia-Pacific region on the basis of the experiences got in curbing and destroying the former Soviet Union and East European countries relying on NATO in Europe in the days of Cold War. The international community is expressing great apprehensions about the rebirth of the ghost of Cold War called the UN Command in the Asia-Pacific region, the hottest spot of the world. If the U.S. moves for organizing collective military bloc in the Asia-Pacific region are allowed, a Cold War will be staged in the region like the Cold War in Europe in the past, and danger of thermonuclear war will greatly increase. Whether UN Command is immediately dissolved or not is a touchstone showing whether it wants peace and stability or schemes to revive Cold War in the Asia-Pacific region. We will constantly strengthen the efforts for deterring any form of war until the United States takes correct option, the commentary said. That was the gist of commentary under the title, "The Ghost of Cold War Should Disappear from the Korean Peninsula," carried in the Daily Rodong Sinmun on Sunday. This is Voice of Korea.